I feel invigorated, and I hope you feel the same way. That's a little bit of a deep, intense workout or warm-up, both at the same time, and then we're gonna be free-flowing next video. Alright, we're gonna start in child's pose. So find your child's pose on your mat. And typically, your knees are close together, right? But I want you to open it a little bit wider than your hips. And then from here, before you sink down, have your hands extended forward and fingertips on the mat. I want you to get an arch in your back first over here. Take a deep breath in, looking up, back bending. And exhaling, now you're gonna start to melt down on the mat. Extend your hands more forward and allow your chest and your navel to sink down with gravity. Breathe. Maybe your forehead is now touching the mat. And I want you to get your awareness or focusing on the toes. Wiggle your toes in your child's pose. See if you could move it around. And you're going to shift your weight to the right and to the left. You could continue to have your forehead on the mat or lift it. It depends on you. And just shifting your weight forward and back. Good. Now I want you to get your awareness or bringing your awareness to the tops of your feet, right? Sit your hips down onto your heels. Really press it and maybe getting it some baby pulses there, up and down. And I want you to really work on your ankle mobility, right? So toes are really pointing back. Press the tops of your feet down on the mat. Good. Now lift your head up if your forehead is touching the mat and just look straight ahead. You're probably sinking now your chest down, right? So open your knees out and maybe your ribs are touching the mat. Good. And you're gonna slowly start to roll forward in rounded back. So lifting your hips up, round your back. Just getting your breath in here, finding your own breath rhythm. And as you push back, tailbone will be up, arch the back now. Navel will drop down on the mat and maybe looking up and sitting down again to your child's pose. Now pairing it with your breath. Find your own breath rhythm. I like mine as I round my back to inhale. And then as my shoulders get past the wrist, I'm now tilting my tailbone to point up as I arch my back, exhaling here. Sit on your heels. And now we're gonna do the reverse with our breath, right? I want you to get a feel of both. Take a deep breath in here, inhale. And exhaling, rolling forward, rounded back. Tuck your chin to your clavicle. Now when your shoulders are past the wrist, you're gonna tilt now, your tailbone will point up. And you're arching the back, looking up, inhale. Press yourself back. And then exhale as you sit down slowly. Good, now get a feel. Which one do you prefer? Inhalation forward or exhalation forward? Good. Just keep on going, immobilizing your spine this way, sticking with your own breath rhythm that you prefer. I like to change things up a lot depending on how I'm feeling and depending on how I want my breath to be like, right? If I want to slowly or get a slow rhythm or a fast pace with my breath and the movement. Good. All right. Good. Now from here, you're gonna drop your forearms down. Shift your weight forward, and now your knees are gonna be closer, maybe in line now with your hips. Depending on you, find this a stable spot in this like forearms tabletop, if you will. Shift forward and shift back. Forward and back. Now tabletop or center on your forearms. You're gonna lift the right hand up and forearms in a cactus shape, bent elbow. Stay here for 10, 9, twist your body, 8, 7, 6, no pushing, just to where you can right now. 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down and push back. Again, push forward. Good. We're doing that on the other side. Left hand and arm up. Good. It doesn't have to be squared. You're twisting your body to really lift yourself up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now drop. I want you to get a feel of which side was harder for you, right? If you could film yourself, that's great, so you can see which side actually can reach a better like end range. Now push back, child's pose. Good. Now allow yourself to melt down again on the mat. You can drop your forehead on the mat. Big breath in, big breath out. Beautiful. Okay, that was just a gentle twist. You're gonna shift your weight forward onto the forearms again. And this time, you're gonna send your knees stack first on top of your hips, and you're gonna tap your armpits or the arm. Right knee first. Good. And then push back. Left knee. Tap. Beautiful. Push back. Tap the other arm. Push back. And then the other. Good. Keep on going. I like to inhale as I push back and exhale as I tap. Keep on pressing the forearms. You should feel your forearms starting to burn here. Good. Now push all the way back. I'll meet you in child's pose. Whoo. Now we're gonna do some back bends, warming up our spine. So you're gonna drop the forearms or just as much as you can send it down, right? And then you're gonna slide yourself forward looking down and you're gonna lift your toes up, right? And then coming to lifting your elbows up. See if you can do this. Boom, right? And then drop the forearms back and push back. Good. Again, drop the forearms as much as your elbows can touch. It doesn't have to touch. If it's floating, that is fine. You're just gonna shift forward and now your toes are lifting up, right? So get a feel of this. Push back, lift your toes up. So your knees are grounded. Push back, toes up. Okay? Good. Now from there, you're gonna add in, push up, forward, drop the chest, lift the elbows up. Good. You're now in this kind of funky, king cobra shape, if you will. So continue to lift the toes up. You're back bending now, right? Looking forward, straight ahead. Big breath in. Big breath out, push back. Drop again to your child's pose. Good. Again, push forward, same thing. Drop the chest. And now from here, you're going to shift more forward. Slide yourself forward, lifting now your torso up. Your pelvis will now be touching the mat. Beautiful. So now you're kind of like in this king cobra shape, right? We're gonna slowly warm up the spine this way. You're gonna open the shoulders back. Beautiful. Look up and stay here. Breathe. Your elbows are not splaying out. You wanna send it towards your ribs. Breathe. Opening the hips this way, feeling your hips opening up. And you might not be touching the mat, right? You might be only here, that's fine. Wherever you are. And then push back. Good. So you want to modify wherever your end range allows you to go, okay? Again, so forward, you can roll this time. As you drop the hips down, lifting the toes up, now opening the chest here as you really heart space is open. Look up. King Cobra now. You're gonna try to tap your head with your toes. It doesn't have to tap, but just visualize that, right? If you're far here with your legs, that's fine. Just try your best. Stay. 5, 4, 3, breathe. 2, and 1. Good, push back. Child's pose. Woohoo! Now this time you're gonna slide yourself to your upward facing dog, okay? We're gonna warm up a lot of back bends. Inhale. And now you're gonna come to your curl toes under, right? And then push all the way up. See if you could lift your toes, or your knees rather, and thighs from the mat. Upward dog. Just stay here for a little bit and breathe normally. Look just straight ahead. You're not looking up. You don't want to strain your neck, but I want you to really push yourself up. Shoulders should be away from your ears, not like this, right? You want it long. Cervical spine is really long, elongated. And drop your pelvis, your navel, ribs, and chest down. Good. Sphinx pose. Extend your arms forward. And you could grab both of your elbows, left and right, or the hands or upper arm to just measure the distance, and then hands or forearms will come forward. Hands forward. Good. I want your index fingers pointing forward instead of your middle, right? So I want you to open up your shoulders this way. Good job. This is not a relaxing pose. Sphinx pose should be really something that you're engaging your back muscles. You feel that. So push yourself up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stay in your Sphinx, warming up your spine. Shoulders should be away from the ears. Good. So it's not like this. This is when you're relaxed, right? You're on the couch doing this, but you want to really push. Now you feel your spine, because left and right side of your back might not be feeling even, right? You want to even that out. Focus on that. Big breath in. Send it to your back. Good. Exhale, let that go. Good. All right. Beautiful job. Now extend your hands to a T-shaped position. You can now relax your body here. Drop the ribs down just to where you can feel relaxed. You're gonna come to your right toes pointed up, bend your right knee. Lift the right thigh from the mat. Hold that position for 10, 9, 8, squeeze the glute, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, point, and 1. Now drop it down. We're gonna do that on the other side. Okay, relax your glutes, relax your body here. And then left toes point up, bend the left knee. You're gonna lift that thigh up and squeeze everything in your legs, okay? You're gonna squeeze for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze, and 1. Whew, relax. Now we're gonna do that again on the other side, but we're gonna add some baby pulses. So point the toes, bend the knee on the right side, and we're gonna pulse it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Doing that on the other side. Left leg up, point the toes, bend the knee, and lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. You're gonna do that again on the other side. Right toes up all the way. You're not gonna pulse this time. You're gonna try to cross it to the other side. So to the left side now, okay? Good. And then drop. Doing that on the other side. Left toes up, bend the knee, lift the thighs up from the mat, and you're gonna try to cross. You're not crossing completely yet. You're just feeling your twist here. And then drop. Good. Whew. Now extend your hands all the way forward, coming into your seal pose. Seal pose, your elbows are now straight, right? So wherever you are, depending on your back bend, right? Lift your ribs from the mat as much as you can. It doesn't have to be all the way, just to where, again, your end range allows. Whew. Hold this position for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From this seal position, you're gonna lift the right toes up, point it all the way, and now you're gonna try to cross it to the other side, okay? Now I want you, your left elbow, the opposite of that right leg, right? Drop it down, left hand is up, and you're gonna try to cross. Whew, right hand will now lift up. Good, stay here. 3, breathe, 2, and 1. Drop it down, woohoo, back to your center, and doing that on the other side, good. Right elbow will touch the mat, open your fingertips, energy from each fingertip, nothing is relaxed here. Gonna lift that left toes up, bend the knee, lift the thigh up, and you're gonna cross it to the other side now, try to touch the ground or the mat as you bring the left hand up. Hold, breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to your center. Good. All right, now wiggle yourself and feel this relax moment. Now we're gonna have our hands outside of the mat. Depending on where you're comfortable, we're just gonna do this twists, right? Okay, so wherever you are, you can support yourself with your hand down. So right toe up, twist to the other side, and then drop. Other side, left toe up, twist to the other side, and down. Good. Right toe, twist. Left toes up, twist to the right. Beautiful. Okay, now I want you to adjust your hands. I like to really do a lot of mobility work at the same time. So now I'm gonna focus on also my shoulders. As I lift my toes up, the right toes, and you twist it to the other side, your left shoulder now will drop down. This is an intense one, so it doesn't have to look exactly like this, but I want you to just try, right? So you're gonna try to root your shoulder down, the opposite shoulder of that lifted foot. You're just staying here. So you're basically internally rotating that left shoulder. Whew. Good. Back to your center. Whoo, and then lift up for a little bit. And left toes up. We're gonna do that on the other side. Twist or cross it to the right side. Whoo, as you dip that right shoulder down. Good job. Now you can see the side better, I guess. And then you could have the left hand fingertips like this. I want you to really get that internal rotation of that shoulder. Sink it down. Opening the hip now. So many actions involved, right? We're opening this way. 2, 1, coming back to your center. Ooh, nice. Now I want you to get this like elbows up pointing the sky. Okay, you're gonna shift your weight left and right. There's no right or wrong here. You're really feeling now the shoulder dropping down towards your midline, right? So you now left, right, doesn't have to be the same exact pace, depending on where or what you're feeling right now. Good. Nice. Okay. Now we're gonna roll our shoulders back as we lift more of our upper body, right? Feeling good. So that's, everything is interconnected. So if you really work on your shoulder mobility, it's also gonna apply to your back. So roll the shoulders back. Beautiful. Now push back, Vajrasana or thunderbolt pose. Sitting on your heels this way. Whew. Now I want you to focus on your body. Get a feel of your upper body, your twist, right? Feel your spine a little bit more mobile now. We're gonna do a little bit of side stretches. Inhaling, reaching our hands all the way up, breathing in. Whew. Getting a straight spine, lengthen. Exhale, you're gonna bend to the right side as you drop the right hand down. Ooh. Stay here. Back to center. Doing that on the other side. Take a deep breath in, reach up. Ooh, navel in, rib cage in, straighten your body, lengthen your spine, and exhale, drop the left hand down, bend to the left side. Ooh, so good. All right. Back to center. coming into your tabletop. You're gonna crawl your fingertips to your tabletop position. And I like my wrists stacked on top of my shoulders and my knees on top of my hips. Open your knees, hip distance apart. And then from here, you're gonna round your upper body, hollow the body, good. And then really engage the core, squeeze the core. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Now relax. Neutral spine. And this time, you're gonna extend the right leg out. Good. From here, you're gonna slide back. Whew. Getting a half child's pose, and the other one is extended, right? Good. Stay for 3, 2, and 1. Slide forward, coming back to your tabletop position. Doing that on the other side. Extend the left leg out. Good. Slide it back, finding now your half child's pose. Same thing what we did earlier. And half leg extended. Whew. Pressing your shin firmly down, feeling that leg work. 3, 2, 1. Sliding it forward, drop the knee, tabletop position. This time, right leg sticks out. Now you're gonna lift the foot up, right? Try to find your in line. The heel should be in line with your hips, right? Flex that lifted foot. And if you can't feel it, you can look back, right? As much as possible, I want you to get that in line. So you're not super high, right? Trying to square your hips as much as possible. And then you're gonna get a protracting of your shoulder blades in this position, squeezing your core. Holding, nothing is relaxed here. Everything is engaged. 5, 4, 3, squeeze, 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 2, and 1. Now drop. Switch sides. Left leg sticks out. Lift that left heel up. Flex the foot and look back. See if you are in line with the hips. Beautiful. From here, you're gonna protract your shoulder blades, trying to hollow the body. Hold. 4, 5. Squeeze everything. 4. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knee down. Beautiful. This time we're gonna add some more. Right leg sticks out. From that lifted heel, you're gonna try to now bend the knee to the right, and then you're gonna try to tap the right shoulder, point the toes. Tap. It doesn't have to tap. If it doesn't reach, that is fine. You're trying your best. Stick it out, and then drop, and then doing that on the other side. Left leg, lift the heel. Good. Bend the knee, point the toes, stick it as tap that left shoulder. Boom. Beautiful. Extend, drop, and repeat. Okay, right leg, bend the knee, tap the outside, work on your obliques, look to the right knee, extend it out, drop the knee. Beautiful. Left leg out, bend the knee, tap that left shoulder, look to the left knee, extend it out, drop. So you're not rushing this movement. Extend the right leg, lift, tap, following the gaze of that knee. Beautiful. Extend it out and drop. You will notice which side is also harder, right? To bend. Working on the obliques. Keep on going. I like to exhale as I squeeze and tap. Good. Inhale as I extend. Exhale as I tap. Good. Woo! So good. All right, now push back, and we're gonna just take a rest with our palms now up towards the sky, right? So the tops of your palms pressing down, and from your elbow bent, you're gonna straighten it. Woo! And bend the elbows. Drop your head down. So just doing this for 5 more. 5, just to counteract the wrist. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now extend again your hands forward. Woohoo! We're gonna rotate our hips to one direction first, right? Drawing big circles forward, shifting forward, and then drawing it back. Good. Again. Just breathe here. Last one. And then we're gonna reverse that rotation. Beautiful. Opposite side. Reverse for 3, 2, and 1. Whew, good job. Now back to your tabletop position. Okay, right leg sticks out. Lift the right leg up, hip in line with the heel. Beautiful. From here, point that toes and you're gonna send it to your knee to chest. Beautiful. Now hollow the body. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the core. Good. Drop. Doing that on the other side. Extend the left leg out. Good. Lift the heel. Point the toes. And inhale. Exhale to squeeze. Bend the knee. Send it in. 5, 4, 3. Squeeze, squeeze. Lift it up. Compress. 2, and 1. Whew. Drop. Now we're going to do that repeatedly, okay? Right leg out and tap. And drop. Left leg out and tap. Whew. Drop. Whew. Just get your own rhythm here if you like. But I want you to get used to this sensation as you squeeze your core when every time you do knee to chest, okay? Whew. You could adjust yourself to where you feel good with your body, getting really that engagement. You can play with the distance or the height of your leg, right? Okay, last set. Left and right for you. And I'll meet you in a tabletop. Beautiful. Now push back again, child's pose. Okay, whoo, and how's your wrist, right? Intense. And that's a good wrist warm up too. So maybe rotating now your wrists as you close your fists. One direction, and then reverse the direction. Beautiful. Okay, we're gonna do a lot more tabletop. So shift forward, finding your tabletop. Right leg, again, will stick out. Beautiful. From there, you're gonna point the toes and you're gonna send it to the right side, but only 90 degrees, so you're not tapping, right? Over here. Good. From here, you're gonna pump that knee up. Pump. 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 Okay, stay floated, and now I want you to look down. Okay, and now you're gonna pump. Try to square your shoulders as much as possible this time, and then you're just gonna pump, working on the hip joints. Okay, pump, pump. There's really no right or wrong. I want you to feel your glutes now, right? You feel the side of your gluteus medius, and pump, and drop. Whew, beautiful. Push back. Child's supposed to rest for a little bit. Big breath in, breath out. All right. Shift forward, tabletop position, extend the left leg out. Doing that on the other side. Lift the heel, point the toes. Good. Now, all the way, 90 degree, bend the knee, look to the knee first, and then you're gonna pump it up, right? I want you to get a feel of both. Looking to the knee and not. So this one, you're almost like twisting and really feeling that obliques too when you look to your knee, right? That's why I had you do it on the other side too, both. Keep on pumping up. There's really no right or wrong. You're like feeling the burn, right? Whew, get the burn going and stay there. Square your shoulders, look down onto the mat, in between your hands, and then pump. You should feel the burn in the side glutes. If you're not feeling the burn, maybe you're not doing something right. Align yourself, because mine is already burning. And release, woohoo, push back. Child's supposed to rest for a few breaths. Big breath in, side out. Just gonna rest my forehead onto my forearms. Okay. Extend your hands forward, shift forward, tabletop position. Good, right leg sticks out. This time, heel up in line with your hips, right? And I want you to get your core engaged by protracting your shoulder blades, hollowing the body. So everything should be engaged. You feel that you're really tiring your muscles here, right? You're gonna draw your heel up and pump. And then just micro movements, you see, it's not really high, but you should feel this working if you just follow those things that I said, right? The hollowing the body, core is engaged, just baby pumps, and then you feel you're burning that leg, you're burning the glutes. I feel it in my glutes too. Woo, keep on pumping. You should feel the burn. Woo. Now we're all gonna be different as to where or when we feel the burn, right? You could make it fast if you feel like, oh, that's more effective for you. But I want you to get a play with this feeling. Engage the core. Again, protract the shoulder blades. Super hard to keep that form great. Whoo. And drop. Ah. Woohoo. I also feel it, the backs of my legs, everything's burning. Ah. Now we're gonna rotate our necks. Half rotation or 180 degrees. Forward and to the sides. Keep breathing in and breathing out. Okay, coming back to tabletop and doing that on the other side. Whoo, left leg out, hip up, heel up. In line with the hips, beautiful. Hollow the body, protract your shoulder blades, navel in, core is engaged, and you're gonna pump until you get tired. Pump. Heel, drive the heel, right? You feel that. If you really push, as if that you're pushing something from your heel back, right? Ooh, keeping that lifted leg straight as much as possible. Protract your shoulder blades, don't lose the form. Don't lose the form. Focus on the core. Focus on the burn. Breathe. Get it going. Whew. Until you feel the burn, then do a few more and then you can release. Ha! Ooh, intense. Now sit back, Vajrasana, Thunderbolt, and then you're gonna rotate now. This time back. 180 degree back. Right? So earlier we did forward, we're gonna do it back. This is a lot harder for a lot of us because we don't really look up a lot. We're always looking down on our phones and the computer, right? So this is probably so hard and maybe other people doesn't have this much end range, right? This requires so much effort, so maybe steady your gaze up. Really stretch your cervical spine, back bending. Just to where you can feel good. Beautiful. Now we're gonna rotate one big circle each side, okay? Whatever direction you wanna start with, we're gonna rotate 360 degrees as slow as you can. Back to your center. And doing that on the one side, the other side. Whoo! All right, now hands to your knees and we're gonna puff out our chest, stick out your butt, really back bend, half rainbow shape. Well, not half, side rainbow. Look up, breathe in. Breathe out to round. And release. Good. When you're ready for some more, we're gonna come to our tabletop position. Okay. Now I'm gonna start with the left so you can see me from this angle. You're gonna pivot your left shin and knee to the outside of the mat, right? So now your shin should be on a 90-degree angle, parallel to the mat, or somewhere between 80, 90, and then you're gonna stick out the right leg out. Side plank on a kneeling variation. So this one, ideally you want it stacked on top of your shoulder, that hand, right? And right hand will now sweep all the way up. Breathe in. You could have your hand flat down on the mat or lifted. Breathe out here. Oh, good. Now all the way, your right hand will be over the head and maybe now drawing the rainbow shape with your body. As you draw the rainbow shape, I want you to really get a feel of your ribs lifting up. Ooh, so good. My bones pop. I wish you heard that on the mic. So kind of like lifting, right? Ribs lifting up, but still squared. So you just feel this on the side body. Whoo! And whoo, back to that side plank. Good. Now, I want my hands flat completely because we're gonna do a little bit of a drill like what we did earlier. You're gonna lift that right heel up. Now, I want you to get the feet, look at it. See if it's in line or parallel to your hip. Have your hand, the other hand to the waist, and you're just holding this. This is gonna burn, right? If you're way down here and it's already burning, that's okay too. But the goal is for you to drive that heel parallel to your knee. Hold navel in, strong core, as if you're showing your abs, holding. Good. You're not gonna rest. Hold, point the toes. Now you're gonna send it back as much as you can. Keep that leg straight, stretching the inner thigh. From there, bend the knee. Beautiful. You're gonna grab that right ankle or foot with the right hand, depending on what you can grab. And then you're just gonna stretch that back, kick your feet back, back bend, and maybe looking up if that feels good, or forward, depending on your range. Breathe. Whew, burning. Release. Extend it out again. Hold, 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 hold. Bend the knee, you're not done. And you're gonna send it forward. Beautiful. From here, you're gonna kick it forward to straight. Good. You're not done. From here, flex the foot. You're gonna send it out. Again, same thing. Whew, release. Drop back to your tabletop and Vajrasana, sitting on your heels. Whew, how are you feeling? Ooh, burning. Love that. So that your booty can be plump. Rounded, okay? We're just resting here for a little bit. Breathe. Feel your body. And we're gonna try to even that out on the other side. Okay? When you're ready, tabletop. Pivot that right knee now outside of the mat. 90-degree angle with the shin. And extend the left leg out. Okay, we're first gonna stay here. Left hand sweeps all the way up. Kneeling side plank. Stay and engage your core. Breathe. Okay, now when you're ready, I'm gonna flatten my palm now down on the mat, and then extend or lift the left heel up, hands to your waist or left hand, and hold. Flex that lifted foot. Try to lift it as parallel to your hip as much as you can. You feel the gluteus medius working here. Everything is already burning, but we're gonna burn some more. Stay here. Whoo. Keep it lifted. Adjust your hand where it's comfortable for you. Whoo. Burn, burn, burn. Hold and breathe. Yeah. Point the toes, send it back. Woohoo. Oh, wait. Again, from here, try to straighten the knee as much as possible first to send it back. Woo. From that end range, then you're gonna bend. Beautiful. Grab the ankle or the feet. Maybe you need to send it closer just to where you can grab it, and back bend. Kick that leg out. Breathe. We're holding this for 3, 2, and 1. Now release the foot, coming back to that straight knee. Woo. Hold it for a few more. This time bend the knee. Good. Send it in front of you so you can kick that left leg straight. Beautiful. Flex the foot. Hold for 3, 2, 1. And then left leg will now swing to the side. Good. Stay again. 5, 4. Lift, lift, lift. 3, 2, and 1. Woohoo! Now drop Vajrasana and relax. Woo. Now I like to kind of press my glutes to the heels. See that? Ooh. And then you're like rolling your shins to the left and right, so you could really massage your glutes at the same time. You could even widen your knee out just to where you can hit your glutes with your heel. Press it down. And then we're adding twists here. Whew. Just to where you feel good here, right? Whew. Back to your center. And then twist to the other side. Ooh, so good for me. Always gets me. Ah. You want to add that twist when you do that like lifted side glutes leg. Whew. Now get a feel of your body. How are you feeling? You should feel even. Somehow, you know, we're always not going to be even. All right, back to your tabletop position. Same thing, we're going to do the left leg to the outside, right? So other side now. Same thing, side plank on the kneeling variation. Good. Right hand sweeps up, right heel up. You can drop the palms. Yeah, burning. And we're gonna pump with our heel driving up. Pump. 10, 9, higher 8, higher 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woohoo! Now you're gonna send it straight forward as much as your knee can go. Good. I mean, you don't want to bend the knee. Try to just get that knee as straight as possible. Swinging it forward and to the sides. Good. So good. And as you swing your last swing, you're gonna come to your shoelace, cross it to the other knee. Whew. How are you feeling? That was burning. Now you're gonna open your butt cheeks right and left to fully ground you here. And we're gonna come to our fold. You can wiggle yourself. First, whoops, sorry about that. If the mic touches my hair. Okay, fold. All right. How are you doing? Super intense now. My legs or glutes are on fire. Left hand will sweep all the way up. Breathing in, right hand will slide to the right side down as you bend to the right side. More side bends. Exhale here and just continuing to breathe. Maybe looking up. And if you can drop the forearm down to the right side, then that's great. See where your end range is now at, right? We did a little side bend earlier, so you're probably a little bit more flexible at this point. Whew. Oh, shaking and coming back up to your center. Feel that stretch. We're gonna even it out later here, but I want your right hand now to sweep back. So palm will face back. Inhale. And then exhale, you're gonna bend the elbow as you fold down. Good. From this folding position, I want you to have that right palm facing back and up. Just really get a good, bring that right hand up in between your scapula. So as close to your spine as much as you can without the help of the left hand, right? I want you to get a good range of that with yourself. Does that make sense? Like maybe rotating, playing with that shoulder to kind of rotate. Now no pushing. If there's sharp pain, you want to not do it, right? But if it's a little bit like you can feel, I can go more. Beautiful. Now if you feel that that's your maximum end range, you're gonna come up to sit up, stay there, and then your left hand will sweep all the way up. Breathe in and exhale. You're gonna try to clasp as you bend the elbow, and it doesn't matter if it doesn't clasp, just to where you can, right? So my left palm is facing towards my back, and then the right palm is facing back. Good. Now I'm clasping now, and then lift that left elbow, and I want you to get a little side bend. So whatever is lifted, mine is the left elbow, right? You're gonna side bend to the opposite side. Not so much, just a little bit. You will feel the other right shoulder really intense at this point. And stay. Breathe. Ooh, back to center. Square yourself. Hold for a few more. Rib cage drawing in. Oh, you feel that tighter, right? Because this is easier when you're doing back bend, and if you lock your core rather and your rib cage tucked in, it's harder. You feel that right shoulder, it's gonna tear apart. And then release slowly. You're gonna let go of that right hand. You could even help that arm. If it's super intense, yeah. And then shake, shake, shake your shoulders, roll, 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 shake your arms. Ah, how is that? Intense, right? That was intense for me too. Okay, take a deep breath in, reach up, and then exhale. You're gonna rest in fold. Compress your body. Good. All the way up. You're gonna swing that top leg all forward, boom. Kind of like this figure 4 shape. We're not done. Before we do the other side, I'm gonna just adjust myself on the mat. And then we are going to do some back bends, okay? So your right hand will now sweep back, drop the right hand down, and or maybe your fingertips as you try to just lift your hips up, okay? So you're gonna lift your hips up, lift, and then your shin there is like on the mat, right? And you're basically doing this. This is gonna depend now on your end range. So find, or your mobility and flexibility, find which works best for you and then slowly play with this, right? To where your right hand is, right? Depending on the range of your flexibility, you can get that deeper. And then left hand will now sweep back. Really just feel that back bend. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly sit yourself up. Now left hand will drop down, and then you're gonna do that on the other side. We wanna get all the angles. Right hand sweeps up. As you lift your hips up, shin is still touching the mat, and you're gonna do more side bend here. And maybe now back, right? So play with this. If you could do a very half baby circles, if you will. And maybe cactusing that upper arm, just feeling your body here. Squeeze your glutes together to really push your hips forward. Ooh, opening. Everything is opening, heart opening, your groin area, shoulders, and release to sit down. How are we doing? Okay, from this position, we're gonna have our hands back to that tabletop position, okay? And then you're just gonna come to a plank position. Step your left leg back. Find your plank. We're gonna do a little bit of a plank here. So shift your weight forward and back first. And I want you to get that back ball of your feet rooting down as you press back, right? So you're focusing on the legs here. Shift forward and back. All right, from here, we're gonna stay on a plank position. Hollow the upper body. Squeeze the glutes down. 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Core is strong. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knees. Woohoo! Left leg will stick out. And then you're gonna pivot that right knee and shin outside of the mat. Finding now your 90 or 80-degree angle with that shin, and then side kneeling plank. All right, left hand sweeps all the way up. And breathe in, breathe out, lift that left leg up. Beautiful. Okay, we're gonna do some pumps again. Let's even that out, okay? Pump it up. Now I want you to get a feel of that right leg or right hip, and then we're gonna try to even it out. So work wherever you can feel evened out. I want you to maybe close your eyes as you do that. Okay, point the toes, send it all the way back. Grab the ankles again, and we're gonna do a little bit of a back bend. Whoo. Yeah. And then release. Again, kick it out. And then forward. Woohoo. Forward and to the side. As high as you can. Try to keep the heel as parallel to your hips as much as possible. So maybe do, drawing this onto your hips. Woo. I know that's burning. Burn some more. Go, go. Let's do this. Woohoo! And then your last burning feeling, you're gonna cross it over to your other leg, finding now your shoelace legs. Just gonna adjust myself on the mat. Now this time you can see my back. Ooh, wiggle, wiggle. How tight are your legs now, or your hips? Ooh. Or how much do you feel now? Mine is really burning. Woohoo! All right, open the butt cheeks. We're gonna press our, the wrist part with the this part, the ball, onto the arch of your feet. Boom. From there, you're gonna push it down. Feel that pressure onto the sole. Good. And release. Whew, that was great. I love that. I love doing that. Okay, now from here, you're gonna drop the left hand down. Right hand sweeps all the way up as you breathe in. Now we're gonna even out the side body as you go do your side bend. Exhale. And just continue to breathe. With each exhalation, you can try to go deeper. Melt yourself down. And maybe eventually the forearms can stay down. Touch the mat. Making sure both your sit bones are still grounded, right? So if you're lifting already, the sit bones come up. So wherever you can keep the sit bones grounded and look up. You could even play with this, same what we did earlier, rainbow shape and cactus. Ooh. Rainbow, side body stretching, and then cactus. So I like to rotate my right arm. It depends on you, right? I'm really working a lot for my own body, so I want you to get a feel of your own body. My right scapula and shoulders always not the best because of my scoliosis, so I really always work on one side more than the other. So that depends on you, whatever you feel. You gotta feel your body. Ooh. And then back to your center. Ooh. Breathe breath in and breath out. Okay, now this time left palm will face back. Swing it back, straighten your elbow, big breath in. And then exhale to fold as you bend that left elbow. Ooh, now from that bent situation, palms facing back and up, you're gonna try to really scoot that hand all the way up to your spine. Wherever you can feel and work on that mobility. Do that without the help of the right hand so that you could just really work on yourself here. An active way to get your mobility going. All right, from here, you're gonna get your torso up, and then right hand will now sweep all the way up. Breathe in, bend your elbows, breathe out. Try to clasp your fingertips. It doesn't have to clasp again. Just try your best. Ooh, and then get that straight neutral spine, or rib cage down rather. Good. Now from there, you're gonna relax, getting a little bit of a back bend, and then rib cage in. Good. Good. Now from there, you're gonna try to really stretch the side body this way. Just a little bend, because this is really intense. Bend to the left side. Just breathe here. Breathe into your shoulders. Get that shoulder mobility going. So good. It's very intense, right? Ooh. And then back to your center and try to see how the pulses feel for you. Just gentle and just no forcing, right? Everything is being gentle and mindful of your range. And then when that feels good enough for the shoulders, let go of the bind. Release slowly. And I like to kind of bend again or fold forward until I could let go of that hand behind me. Good. Now shake, shake, shake. Intense. And how are you doing? Ooh. Get your shoulders rotated backwards. and then forwards. Whew. All right, now we're gonna swing that left leg, the one on top, to the left side. Boom. Getting that figure 4, if you will. Okay, but it's not really. So now my foot is in that inner thigh, right? Touching. We'll start with the left hand. Left hand drops down, and then we're gonna do that same thing what we did earlier. Find your range or wherever this hand is as you lift the hips up, and you're gonna bend to the side first, and maybe adding a back bend, looking back. And release slowly. Whew. And doing that on the other side. To the right side. Good. And in either fingertips or palms, left hand sweeps up. As you bring your hips up, breathe in. Maybe getting a rainbow shape first. And breathe out some more to get deeper in that back bend. Ooh, release, release, yeah. Oh, nice. Whoo. Now plant your palms down, same thing, and then step your legs back to your high plank. We're gonna do more planks. All right, same thing. Hollow your body, protract your shoulder blades, squeeze the glutes down. 10, 9, 8, 7, squeeze the core. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax in your child's pose for a few breaths. Alright friends, that is it for this video. I'm going to be uploading part 2 of this whole sequence. That's basically the warm-up for the free flow we're going to be doing next, which is going to come out on Friday. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this class, and subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye-bye! Bye!